Hello wild ones, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellen. This is going to be a general love reading for all of you Capricorn babes, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020, or just whenever Spirit guides you to this reading and the messages resonate with you babes. Flip the roles if you guys need to. Energy is fluid, so I may be describing one of the energies as you guys, but it may resonate more with the person that you are dealing with. Also keep in mind that time is fluid, so it may be something that happened in the past, you know, the current energy, or something in the near future. So take those messages how they resonate. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for me and the bell notification. Helps grow my channel. Okay, I kind of feel a little, like a little scared when I tapped into your guys' energy. Maybe not scared, but like, yeah, maybe a little intimidated, maybe, I don't know, butterflies, Twitter-pated. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe and happy and healthy wherever you're at. Okay, a lot of these wanted to pop out for you guys, so we'll take them. I'm going to do a 9-card spread, but I do have a few oracle cards that I already pulled beforehand that I will read you guys in just a second after I go through these. Bottom of this deck, we have Beauty Queen. So this could be you, this could be your person. And then this one to pop out, Past Life Connection. So somebody could know you from a past life. And then we have You Are Perfection, bottom of this deck. That reminds me, my brother, Dustin, if you watch this, he's a Capricorn. He probably won't, but maybe he will. If you're wondering, you have had 4 past lives on Earth. I know, one less than me. I've never met anybody who's had less past lives than me, but you, of course. My older brother, of course that had to happen. But yeah, 4, and I know that is your life path number. And I remember you told me before when I told you that was your life path number, you're like, I got chills because some like other psychic crazy witch voodoo lady told you the same thing or something. Anyways, I love you. All right. Anyways, let's jump right into your guys' messages. We have Let's Cuddle Naked. We have Trust Issues. You Are So Special to Me. Perfect 10. We Are Strongly Connected on the 5th Dimension. Show Up at My House. Make Love to Me. Some of them could want you to like make love to them too on like the 5th dimension for some of you babes. We have Fun Times. We have Past Life. So yeah, you have had a past life connection with this person. It could be like your actual like eyeballs that, you know, connect you, and you could start having like dreams. Your life could go like crazy, just crazy, especially if it's twin flame energy. No one, but we do have past life, you know, I do remember people from past lives that, you know, weren't twin flame energy who I didn't have, you know, a romantic connection with at all. So take that how it resonates as well. No one understands me like you do. Call me. Healing. When will you come see me? Be vulnerable. The timing was off before. Yeah, time could have been playing with somebody's mind. They could have felt just something with timing, just maybe it didn't feel right to somebody, but it's like now that somebody's wanting to take action. We have Perfect Ass. We will be together again. Please reach out. I remember you. Cutie. Maybe somebody too feels like if like you kind of like ghosted or blocked this person, especially if they did communicate something to you that was like, that may be very personal, or just like, I remember you from a past life or something, and then they just like block you. Like somebody could be kind of like insecure, you know, having trust issues, maybe where they didn't have trust issues before. We have Home is Wherever You Are. Jealous of other competitors. Connect with me in the 5th dimension. You Are So Sexy. I'm Not Ready to Lose You. Most Beautiful Girl I've Ever Seen. Life Her Up. Healer. Live Your Best Life. I know with my twin flame, yeah, I don't know, like I trusted him with everything, like all in, and then like the more he like, you know, didn't respond to my messages, the more he ghosted me and blocked me, you know. Yeah, like I still have like respect for him, but like, yeah, it's just like I don't know, it's just like making me like put my walls up, like making me have trust issues where I don't want to have trust issues, because it's like I know him, you know, but I even had to have my friend like telepathically, you know, connect me and him again tonight. Nate, like I had to connect with him telepathically and be like, please connect me back with him, because he wanted me to, but I have trust issues, especially when like I don't at first, you know, and I'm just like, I know this person, it is what it is, you know, I love him, and then like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's, yeah, you don't like lose respect. Maybe, you know, some of you are just like exhausted, and it's just like, some of you maybe feel like somebody's just like playing games all the time. Chelsea's coming through, Dusty. Me and her connect on the 5th dimension. She loves you always, but you know. We have, so I'm going to do your guys' side Capricorn for your oracle cards, and then I'll do your person's. But like I said, feel free to flip them if, you know, it resonates more like that. It's your guys' story. So for the spellcasting card, we have clarity. So you guys could be needing some clarity about something, you know, like maybe even about like past life stuff for some of you, you know, but you guys are like very deep thinkers. You know, my stepfather, who's also a Capricorn, like, and my brother and my grandfather, you know, you guys love to like, you're very knowledgeable, you know, you guys are hard workers, you're workaholics basically, and yeah, you like to know all the nitty, you know, the nitty little details. I need some water. My mouth is dry. Okay, and then we have number 91, surrender. So somebody could have been born in 91. Somebody could be a life path 9. Somebody could be a life path 1. Take how it resonates. Somebody could have been like married in 91. I don't know. A child born in 91. I'm just throwing out scenarios. And then we have I surrender, and it doesn't have to resonate with the numbers. I just like to throw numerology in there when I can. I surrender all negative beliefs that no longer serve me and replace them with loving thoughts and intentions. From this moment on, I will listen only to the voice of love. Your love is an endless source of inspiration. Yeah, some of you guys maybe like were like maybe a little bit mean, or not even mean, like maybe it was your right, but you know, like after a few days you're like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or you kind of felt bad. Like I know tonight, like I went and deleted my like the last Leo video I put out and Virgos, just because, yeah, like they were the messages coming through, you know, but I was, yeah, I probably should have just taken a night off that night because I was angry about something, and I'm like, yeah, well, and especially because like it was somebody who was putting black magic on, you know, like me and my twin flame, and I was like attacking him when like he, you know, he can't control what she does. So yeah, I am sorry, Jonathan, that was not your fault, and I apologize. We have freedom for the spellcasting card for your person's side. So maybe somebody's just like, and maybe that, you know, coincides with this clarity card. You know, maybe somebody's like needing clarity because they just can't like break free for something, from something. Maybe somebody just like needs closure or something. It's just like they can't, I don't know, somebody just like can't, you know, until they have this conversation or something, it's just like they can't go, like, yeah, this is the bottom of the stick, you know, live your best life. Maybe somebody just feels like they can't go live their best life, you know, until they free themselves from this, until they get clarity about something, you know. Something's making this person kind of like go crazy a little bit. Like they feel like their life's on pause, on hold. And then we have number 2, patience. So yeah, and like the other, so the song that came on for you guys on Shuffle was Coming Home by Keith Urban. So you guys can look that up. That could resonate for some of you. And then the next song that came on was Break Free from Ariana Grande. So, you know, and with the freedom card, like maybe somebody's not knowing like what the heck to do. Like they just feel like their life's kind of on pause, you know, like, do I break free from this? Like, is this person coming home to me? Where do I go? You know, bottom of the deck, we have well-being for like the middle, like, you know, this could be, you know, both of your guys' energy. And then we have lighten your load underneath that with answers underneath that. Somebody could have like a strong spirit guide, angel, ancestor, grandfather, a guide, you know, coming through. It could even be an earthbound guide. You know, I channel a lot of people, you know, on the 5th dimension that are still here living. So, you know, find your friends who have similar, you know, gifts and abilities. And you know what? Be vulnerable. Speak your truth about them, because you know what? A lot of people have these gifts and abilities that you have, you know, have had since you were a child, but like, yeah, like nobody's talking about it. Like they're not going to be the, you know, except me, I'll be the freaking crazy one. I know I look batshit crazy to everybody, but it's fine. The more I'm open about it, you know, I've been connecting with all these people that I've known growing up that I would have never known they had these same gifts and abilities unless, you know, I opened up about it. So everything has a domino effect, good and bad. So take it how it resonates. And then for your guys' person side, it says, you, my beloved, are like a ray of golden sunshine. I breathe in your love and all my concerns melt away, and all that is left is pure joy. Thank you, my beloved soulmate. So yeah, very deep connection, but somebody's just like, what do I do? What do I do? And then the bottom of this deck, we have, let us be the love we seek. Let us be the change we wish to see. Let us give freely to one another without condition, for it is in giving that we receive. So yeah, maybe somebody felt like the pressure was on, you know, like they had to act now, or like, and like that could just make somebody feel like maybe like not even like trapped, like just like, yeah, it has that like runner chaser effect, you know. So just try to like live your best life, you know, let your person figure out, you know, what they need to do with their own life, which can be hard, especially when you feel like they're your destiny, they're, you know, your life purpose. Yeah, we have 9 of Wands for what happened in the past. Spirit's telling me right there to stop. And I will lay out the cards here. We have the Yes card, bottom of the deck. But yeah, somebody's like, this is like the wounded warrior, perseverance, you know. They have their walls up though. They've been hurt a lot, you know. They have a lot of trust issues because, and it's kind of sad, but like, yeah, like my father, my spirit guide, you know, let me down about something tonight. He knows what it is, and it's okay. I've already forgiven him. I love him always. But yeah, he knows like he was in the wrong, and he knows that like, he even told me earlier like he wouldn't do this, you know, because he knows I have like trust issues about this. And yeah, he still did it because he's a big fat baby, but it's fine. I still love him. But yeah, it's like the more you like do things that, you know, like people like already have like insecurities about, or just like, you know, walls put up already, you know, try to not like continue digging those things in. But yes, we have the Sun card, bottom of the deck. I'm not even gonna shuffle or cut. I'm just gonna go from there. But you could be connecting with a Leo. And then the Emperor, major arcana for Aries. It's the Yes card, and then somebody like standing in their power, and it's like, I'm in charge. With 6 of Wands, you know, victory and success. But I'm gonna lay them down and just do it from the top of the deck. So here we go. So what's the current energy coming in? We have Queen of Swords. This bitch will slice you and dice you. She's kind of angry. She's kind of hasty. I'm not gonna lie. I feel her energy coming in. What's on this person's mind? We have the Strength card. Yeah, it's like this person is like a warrior. Their third eye is very, very, very open, and that could very much seem like a blessing, and like maybe more so like a curse. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. You're like, yeah, I see everything for what it is, you know, and it's hard for me to like dumb down things, or, you know, it's hard for you guys to like, you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, when you just see it, you see it. It is what I was born like this. Like, you can't help it. How they view you, their perception of you. We have 8 of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Communication, communication, communication. You know, somebody's waiting on some communication. Maybe some clarity about some communication. Maybe just for communication, you know. Maybe somebody's like, they feel like they can't break free until they have some communication. I don't know. What's coming in their emotions deep down? We have the Star card, major arcana for Aquarius. This could just be like trying to heal themselves, you know. Maybe it's like, it's not so much you, but it's like kind of me. Like, maybe I'm not like where I thought I need to be or should be or whatever, you know. Maybe you guys are just still trying to heal from some past things, or, you know, just get all of your, like, I don't even want to say ducks in a row, because, you know, I don't even feel like it's like, I feel like it's your own emotions, so to speak, you know. But like when somebody's not communicating that, you know, it's making somebody kind of like come off like maybe aggressive, or just like they just don't know what to do. They just feel like they're going crazy. Okay, Capricorn. How does this person see it moving forward? We have 10 of Swords. Ouch. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Yeah, they feel betrayed. They feel like no matter what they do, like, yeah, it's kind of sad. But my dad even said that earlier today. He's like, you didn't seem like surprised that like I let you down. And I was like, to be honest, like, I'm not. Like, that's kind of been like my whole life. And not even like pity on me, but like, yeah, like I feel like I'm somebody who comes through. I feel like I always want somebody to like love me and show up for me how I show up for, everybody else. But I know that if I just keep loving like that and stay true to myself, you know, someday, one day, somebody will love me the way I need and want and desire and freaking deserve to be loved. And you guys feel me on that, you know. But yeah, some of you guys, like, it's like, but you know what, like, after, you know, the Ten of Swords, you know, that's it. Like, you've already felt this pain, you know, and you guys have the strength to get through it. You've been, you know, Spirit just keeps saying, like, they've been through worse. Like, yeah, it'll hurt, but you know what, like, they've been through worse. What's going on behind the scenes that we don't see? We have Nine of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. You know, somebody's up late at night. Somebody's having insomnia. Somebody, you know, is letting, you know, maybe not like their mind get the best of them, but like, yeah, like they might feel like somebody's like not over like the things that they did in the past, especially if like I said, you're like not communicating anything to this person, you know. The more you don't communicate, like the more their walls are going up. Like maybe like the more it's affecting their well-being, or maybe like it's just honestly like, I'm gonna just call it how I see it, like the more they're kind of like losing respect for you. But like, take that how it resonates for you, babes. What's advice from Spirit? We have Ace of Cups, like new love. We'll have to clarify, but yeah, this is like a newness. We have that right under like the Queen of Swords with the star. Somebody also could like view you as a star, like you're their wish fulfillment. But Ace of Cups, yeah, that's advice from Spirit. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Some of you guys could have had past lives in Lemuria. And then the final outcome, we have King of Coins, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. It's Daddy. Hold on. I always say Daddy with a dollar. Not that he has to be rich, just like, you know, because it's Pentacles. But it's like very stable, very mature, very grounded energy, you know. If he comes to you with, you know, love and commitment, it's because, you know, he's taken the time to overthink it. That's what Spirit says, to overthink it. And then we have, yeah, the Six of Wands, victory, success. Somebody could like put you on a pedestal or vice versa. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, you know, with the Ace of Swords. You know, somebody's having an epiphany, somebody's having a breakthrough, somebody's having, you know, a big wake-up call. And then we have Three of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Somebody could have had their heart broke. Somebody could be crying a lot. Somebody could just like, this could just be really affecting somebody's well-being. So let's clarify and see what other messages we have coming in for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why do we have the Sun card as the overall energy coming in? We have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Some of you guys could meet this person through work. Some of you guys could be asking somebody, like what's coming to me from Spirit too is like some of you Capricorns could be asking like for a promotion from your boss or something. But it's like also what's coming to me is we have Page of Cups, bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. So somebody might just be like, can we like surrender? Can we surrender? Can we like have a fresh start, like a new beginning? Like, I don't know where to start. You don't know where to start. Can we just start from the beginning? Like, hi, nice to meet you kind of thing, you know? You could meet this person through work or through social media or something, you know? But we have Five of Coins, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Somebody could have ghosted somebody in the past and they maybe feel like that will happen again or vice versa. Why do we have the Nine of Wands coming in for what happened in the past between you and this person, Capricorn? We have Queen of Wands, Aries energy. You know, she's beautiful, she's abundant, she goes after what she wants, passionate. Whether you're male or female, you know, there's no sex in, you know, tarot. It's just energy. But yeah, just a go-getter. There's a black cat. Somebody could be like into black magic as well. The good kind, not the crazy kind. We have the Ten of, because yes, there is a good. It's all about balancing out, you know, your light and dark side. Check out where your guys' Black Lilith moon placement is. If you guys don't know, that can help, you know, you manifest things, you know, using your shadow side too, embracing it, because we all have one. So yeah, we have Ten of Wands, bottom of the deck. You know, somebody's just carrying around a lot of burdens. Like the cards say, lighten your load. Queen of Swords coming in for their emotions. I mean, for the current energy coming in. We have Queen of Swords. So there's two queens showing up here. There could have been like two females somebody needed to choose from. Yeah, we have the three. Yeah, there could have been definitely like a third party situation. We have, or that maybe is like what it looks like, but we have 3 of Wands, Aries energy, you know, coming in with the Queen of Swords. Somebody could just like be cutting you out too. Like if it looks like you're just like, you know, being a fuck boy or fuck girl, you know, we have 7 of Cups, you know, you're just like turning your back to them. Like, yeah, to them, it just looks like you just want to keep your options open, and that may be the case, but it may not be, you know. Somebody's needing to communicate, you know, their intentions. They're needing to communicate what they want out of this, you know, and where they see this going forward or where they don't see this going forward, you know. Honesty, yeah, even if it hurts somebody's feelings, honesty is the best policy. So, okay, those ones want to come out. We have for the Strength card, we have King of Wands coming out. It's Daddy with a wand. So somebody also could have like, you both could have like maybe multiple choices, multiple options, but it's like the card's even said you've always been the one, you are the one, you know. So somebody's needing to communicate that, you know, and if you have already communicated that, Capricorn, you know, then obviously this is for any cross watchers, vice versa. So yeah. But that is both Leo energy, you know, just needing to have strength. And, you know, also what comes with the Strength card is courage, you know, like you've been through a lot. Like look at her, you know, like she has been through freaking hell and back, you know, and she's a badass, you know, whether you're male or female, like I said. For the 8 of Wands, for how they view you, their perception of you, we have the Knight of Cups coming in, you know, communication coming in. That it's not just, you know, it could be passionate communication, but the, you know, Knight of Cups. Cups is all about love, you know. He's even holding flowers. Somebody could be bringing you guys flowers, Capricorn, vice versa. Take it how it resonates. And then we have for the Star card and their emotions deep down, we have the Ace of Cups. So we have Ace of Cups coming out 2 times in 2 different directions, you know. Like find the newness in this connection, you know. This person wants to come home, like the, you know, the song said. So check out that song for sure. I feel like it will resonate with a lot of you guys. Yeah, and then we have Page of Cups again, you know. Like can we start? Can we have a fresh start? Can we start at square one, you know? Surrender everything, you know, from the past. Like, forget the past, basically, and let's start here in the now. Why do we have the 10 of Swords for how they see this moving forward? We have, wow, yeah, 10 of Swords, clarified by the 10 of Swords. Yeah, this was like, there was some heavy energy, like heavy betrayal. Somebody maybe even got into like a new connection and hasn't told the other person. Take it how it resonates. Page of Cups. Maybe somebody's finding out like they're having a baby. I don't know. Take it how it resonates for you guys. Maybe some of you guys also found out like your person, you know, had a baby with somebody else. That's just the message that's coming through for some of you Capricorn babes. For the 9 of Swords, how they, you know, what's going on behind the scenes that we don't see. A lot of insomnia, restless nights, you know, with the 7 of Swords. Somebody's too stuck on the past. Somebody's too stuck on, you know, what happened in the past. The lying, cheating, betrayal, stealing, you know, infidelity. Whatever happened in the past, you know, that caused trust issues in this connection. That's keeping somebody up at night. You know, that's making somebody not, you know, be able to, you know, move forward with this. You know, you're needing to surrender, you know, surrender the past, you know, live in the moment, you know, let this person prove it to you, vice versa, you know. Actions speak louder than words, you know, but if you're not allowing somebody, you know, to prove to you or give, you know, show you those actions, like, yeah, somebody really has no choice but to break free. So it's like, yeah, something has to give in this situation. Why do we have the Ace of Cups coming in? And then we have the Ace of Swords coming in, you know, again, with having that major epiphany, having that breakthrough, you know, and this could be like a little, like angel whispering in your ear. Like, I'm very clairaudient. Like when I get my downloads, even when I'm channeling, it's just like I'm just having like somebody's just like in my ear talking, and it's always in my left ear. But yeah, you guys could be just having like a breakthrough, a huge epiphany about something, you know. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles right behind that, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. It's like that's the, you know, the happy family, the grandfather, the children, the legacy. And then we have the High Priestess, you know, major arcana for Pisces. Somebody could be very intuitive, very psychic. You guys could both be very psychic, you know, you're very connected on the 5th dimension. Why do I have Ace of Cups for the advice from Spirit? We have materialism. We have the Devil card, major arcana for you, babes, Capricorn energy, you know, breaking free from like materialistic things. That also comes with fear and ego and, you know, self-limiting beliefs and what other people would think, you know, or yeah, like it at the end of the day, it could have to do with money, you know, but it's just breaking free from everything that's holding you back from this connection, you know, like this cup, like it stands above, like look how big this cup is, you know, Spirit saying, compared to all these, you know, these are just opinions, like they're like buttholes, you know, like everybody has one, and like literally it's not your problem. Like what people think about you guys is honestly not your problem. Like make sure, you know, at the end of the day you're happy, like, you know, you can fulfill your own cups, you know. And then yeah, we have the world, I'm not even reading like reversals, but this is the only one that came out in the reverse, was the World card, you know. And somebody maybe feels like they like are having a hard time surrendering to this, if this is like a past life connection, if somebody can like remember past lives. Like we have the Hierophant card, you know, major arcana for Taurus. But yeah, you guys could have like been married in a past life, even had children, you know, but like there was a tower like moment, something heavy happened in the past between you and this person, you know. And somebody, you know, is just, somebody's too stuck, honestly, you know. Spirit's saying like, I'm not even being mean or hasty, like Spirit's saying like somebody's too stuck on, you know, what everybody else is going to think. You know, you're something's clouding your judgment, something's clouding, you know, your intuitive downloads. You're getting them very strongly, you know, but you're not acting on them, you know. You're letting other people, you know, control you. Also, somebody could be doing black magic on you, Capricorn. So pay attention, you know, to your thoughts. And yeah, it's kind of hard to know when somebody's doing black magic on you, you know, especially when you like allow somebody into your energetic field. Luckily, my karmic twins flame, real twin flame, Maddie, came through and told me, as well as my twin flames daughter, so thank you to both of those sweet girls. But yeah, just protect your energy, you know. But we have the Yes card. It's like this person is your person, you know, like, but we have the yeah, we have the Four of Cups, you know. Somebody's trying to give somebody an emotional offer, you know, but somebody could be too stuck on what happened in the past. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, or somebody, you know, because that's all about. Knight of Wands is like, you know, they're here for a good time, not a long time, so to speak. They're a fuck boy, fuck girl, you know. And this person has changed, you know, they've changed their ways. They've you know this, you know, you want to take a risk, you want to take a leap of faith towards this person, you know. Major arcana for Aries, but you're having, you know, you're still going through a rebirth, you're still going through a transformation, you know. Some of you guys could be like going through like kind of like a dark night of the soul, so to speak, you know. So you're just needing this person, you know, to be patient with you. You know, you're taking your sweet ass time where they are. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, you know. Slowest night of the deck, but like I said, even with the King of Coins, you know, Earth energy, your guys' energy, you know, if it comes towards, if you guys offer somebody commitment or love, you know, it's because you've thought it out, you know, you've done all the work, you've investigated everything that you need to investigate, and you do it when you feel comfortable, you know, not pretty much on anybody else's time frame is basically, you know, what I could sum this up to, you know. But yeah, somebody's just stuck in their head about this situation, you know, even though like they view you as the Empress or vice versa, you know, you're the one and only. There could have been some secrets revealed, you know, that is making it hard for somebody to move forward with, you know. That could have even been secrets that happened in the past, you know, that came out. And it's like, you've seen this person change, you've seen them put in the work, but then, and it's like right when you're about to send that message, or right when you're about to show up at their house of flowers, it's like, okay, but like what happens when this happens, you know. You can't, like, you can't let your mind go there, you know. If you do that, you know, you're always going to get in your own head, you're always going to stop, you know, yourself from communicating. Page of Wands, you know, but somebody's needing to communicate. But yeah, so she's like holding a rose, but it's like dying in her hands. Like somebody might feel like their heart's just like breaking and dying. Like, I know I'm a little bit dramatic, but you know, somebody's needing to make a judgment call, you know. But like, if you see the melon here, it's like he's like off to the side thinking like, do I want to keep my options open? Do I not? Yeah, like, do I want to stay single? Like, somebody could just really, you know, be independent and like to be single, like to have their, you know, pick of the pile. And, you know, if that's your situation or your person's, you know, for any cross watchers, honestly, you just need to communicate this to this person. You know, it might break their heart. It might destroy them. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you need to live your best life. They need to live their best life, you know, and this is affecting at least one of your well-beings, you know, if not both of you. So, yeah, and then I opened it and the deck and we have empowerment, you know, so just, you know, open your throat chakra, speak your truth, you know, if you're speaking truthfully and from the heart, and, you know, it's just, if you want to stay single and, you know, keep your options open, it is what it is, you know, but express this to this person. And if that's not your intentions, express it. Whatever your intentions are, make them known. That's what I have for you, babes. You guys have beautiful energy, though, surrounding you guys. You know, it's just somebody's needing to communicate. But that's what I have. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care of yourselves. Stay wild. Stay beautiful. And I will speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye.